Okay, the only other movie I can think of is this movie called I Spit on Your Grave. I seen this a long time ago. Long time ago. Anyway, what I remember seeing was this lady. She was living like in the boonies. I can only imagine she was a writer or something because I mean, how was she gonna make money back in those days when like you had the internet and had Uber deliveries and all this. So people had to you had to make a deal and somebody had to bring your stuff out and that's type of deal. When you was in the boonies, you was in the boonies, right? So the delivery person, it was a younger dude, delivery dude that would bring her groceries and she was a nice looking lady. So of course he goofy goober about it. Her and but he was just just a regular little goofy little dude. But these other dudes now, for some reason, I think they followed him there or and decided to rape this lady. Like it was like three, four of them. I think it was. It was three or four of them, including the delivery guy, because they made him join in, and I think they threatened him, told him if he didn't do it, he was, you know, they was gonna do him or something. And anyway, they made him join in. So this lady survived, and they raped, and I don't know why they just didn't. They thought it was just gonna be all good, but they did. So this lady survived, healed, took a little time to think about how she was gonna get her revenge, and then she just started seducing them one by one. And of course, the one that stick out is the one who she got him to get in the bathtub with her, and they just look like they having a whole romantic time, and till she slipped out that blade and chopped off his willy. So yeah, that was crazy. I don't know why I was watching this as a young shorty. I don't know. I don't know how old I was. I just know I seen that and never forgot it. Okay, never rape the lady. It's like, hey, dude. And it was a brutal. I mean, this wasn't like like I don't know how do I guess if you could classify rape, this was a brutal rape, right? Just, I mean, she lived, but it was still brutal. It wasn't like they was nice about it. Anyway, so she got her revenge on him, and I remember she had hung one of the other ones. So one got the willy chopped off, one was hung, and I think she caught one on a motorcycle with like he was driving and she like with what did you call that? What the when you pull a line on him and they caught him by the neck or the it somehow messed him up. He was on a motorcycle. I think that's how he died. I think that was three. And I might be mistaken, but I think it's something to do with a chainsaw or a hatchet for one of the other ones. Yeah. Anyway, she ended up murdering all of them, and it was justified murders in my book uh, because of the way they did her. But I don't know what happened in the movie if she ended up going to jail or whatever. But it was called "I Spit on Your Grave," and it was a good revenge movie, but I don't know. Yeah, it was crazy though. It was really crazy movie. Like, what would make dudes just want to go rape somebody? Just go. Hey, we're just gonna go rape this lady. Like I don't. It's so crazy. It's like chattel enslavement crazy. It's just that crazy. I'm gonna just go take these people and make these people work for me. Like what? Who thinks of something like that but somebody mentally ill? That's just That's how my mind works. That's not logical to me to go and forcibly just rape women or men, because that's what they was doing in chattel enslavement, right? They was this is how mentally, and see, this is why, you know, I'm not trying to make it about race. I'm just drawing a comparison. Where did all the children of these people go? Just like crack, just like the crack epidemics, like the crack babies. Where did they all go? When we talk about how crazy it is in the streets and all this, where did the crack babies go? You see? That mental illness is getting passed down and passed down. We should have way more programs that are focused on psychology and being able to help these people. We know they've been wronged by either nature or society. So we need to help them. Just, and I say this because people try to look at it and put this in the wrong context, but I say this because if you're looking at the way people jump out here talking about, oh, we got to help these animals, not just talking, putting into action plans to help animals. Why don't you do the same thing for humans? You know, these some sick individuals running around here. You know this. And it's not that hard to figure out who they are. There are indications. So yeah, it might be a little more complicated to deal with because you're not gonna have, you have less of a pushback from the majority of people when it's an animal, but that pushback will be worth it. I mean, in my book, to save the majority of people that are not mentally or as mentally unstable. Or are the numbers so overwhelming that you already looked at it and you noticed and just haven't said anything, which is really bad too. It's kind of like that lady moving out there. There had to be at least one person that knew, she shouldn't be out there alone. She should have some type of protection out there because these fools around here might go out there and try to rape her. There was at least one person. It probably was the mother or the daddy, or was at least one person that knew. There was a likely chance something could happen to that lady around these fools because they knew these fools. You see what I'm saying? So it's no different from being in a neighborhood where you get people and they start talking crazy and, it's just a matter of time before something happens. If it don't happen then, it's just a matter of time for something going to happen a lot more serious, especially if they doing something, they're not doing anything constructive, So yeah, anyway, back to the movie. that was my spin, my little spin-off, or I try not to go too deep, but it's so relative to present. Every movie you watch, you're supposed to learn something from, or at least see a different perspective, which is learning. You're supposed to learn something from. So that's why I can relate every movie to something that I think of real quick. So that's what I do. I hope you learn something or take into consideration what I'm saying. And if I'm wrong, tell me. If you think I'm wrong, I don't have a problem with that. I've been wrong before. I'm human. I'm imperfectly perfect as I strive for perfection. That's my piece.